Well, good news. I got the little crane doohickey rigged up. There it is. All its glory, a Harbor Freight 1-ton chain fall on a Harbor Freight 1-ton, we call it a beam trolley or something. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, it just barely reaches right down to where I need it, which is kind of cool. And I just sort of stuck the big ladder up against this wall, and it was really hard to get up there because I didn't have enough room to get above it, but I sort of propped myself up against the wall and sort of just barely got it attached onto that beam, tightened her down, and away you go. So that worked out. So now I'm going to be able to use this to do all kinds of neat stuff, assuming it survives picking up the front end of the car with help. Because then I've got to put the motor in this. Nice to have an 18-inch beam overhead. That's kind of handy. So I got the lifting slings and stuff. These were on sale at Harbor Freight, so I picked up a few of them. They're, I don't know, $6 or $7, I think. They're, who knows how much. Well, I guess it says how much, huh? 6,400 pound slings. So that should do it. I figure this is, what, a 2,500 pound car, probably with 100 pounds of junk, a couple hundred pounds of junk in it maybe. So we figure I get the motor out of there, and the back axle, that makes her something like about a ton. So I should be able to lift the whole thing with just one of these lifting apparati, whatever. And I'm going to have at least hopefully, I'll have the, oh, my brain just went blank again. Hold on. We do the 56K dial-up modem thing. Alright, come on, reconnect brain. There we go. Okay. So I got to take the back axle out of there. I got to pick the back end up. And I think my 1-ton engine hoist should be able to pick the back end up enough that I can kind of sneak a 4x4 under there between a couple of blocks. I have a little bit of blocking here. And I think if I take the tires off of that frame and just shove it under here with the truck, because it's got a tow bar on the front, I should be able to get it just enough to where I can get it under the car. Now this has got a spot where I can stick that 4x4 under it, and just kind of jack up the 4x4 to pull the whole car up while I get the axle out of it. Well, I should say after I've got while I'm taking the axle off, because I'm going to have to take the wheels off the axle, and then I can get the 4x4 under there, prop it up under the car, which has got enough frame under there to hold it still that ain't rusted out, then do the thing. The 4x4 is wide enough so that I can shove it under there, jack the car up, and also, oh, come on. I guess I better go get some sleep or something. This is, my brain is starting to not do things. 4x4 there, jack the car up. Oh, yeah, and shove the frame under it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that should work. If it doesn't work, I'll do something else. Got to do all this safely, though. I got to stay out from under the thing because this is sort of unknown territory for me. I don't want that whole thing falling on me from height. That would be uncouth. Now this thing's next, once I get that sort of rigged up. Oh, these are them GM wheels. Oh, that's kind of cool. I got the same GMC wheels on this. They're Yukon, I think. Same GMC wheels on this here Ram 50 as I do on that there Chevy frame that's going under the Daytona. That's cool. We're getting there. And for the D100, I've got a complete front end. Haha. Finally found one. Plus a brand new grill that I bought online. Brand new headlight buckets and turn signals and stuff like that. So I'm going to redo that one of these days when I get another one of these rigs running. I'd use that, but I don't trust the frame in that because the front wheel is starting to get all screwy on me, and I think that's a sign that, well, it's definitely a sign that that frame's toast. I can see through it. It's like Marty McFly when his parents didn't get back together. It's just fading out of existence, well, because of the rust. Let's see. Oh yeah, so what I'm thinking is I reckon I'm going to try to make a buck for this to make copies of that grill surround and the filler piece underneath it, which is this here, out of carbon fiber. I'm not going to put this stuff on the truck until I start making, at least I have a mold made, a buck made as you call it, to make new fiberglass or carbon fiber ones, because I don't know, these are hard to find. And the one that I got's got a bunch of dents in it. I think I'll 3D scan it, stick it in the computer. Here's my nice fancy chrome grill. It's dirty now, but it's brand new. 3D scan it into the computer, and then work all the dents out of it in the computer, and then print it. I'll CNC machine the buck for it, because that's kind of rough. I didn't see that before I bought it, or I might have made it a little bit lower offer. But I mean, it wasn't bad for what I got this stuff for. It's 40 years old. It's got some dents in it, but whatever. I guess I have an 86, and I've got an 88. The 88 is supposed to have that grill with a different look on it, but it's got an 84 core support on it. I think that's the same as from 84 up to 90 something when they put the ugly rounded front ends on them. But I don't know, the core support matches the front end now, the grill, and I like that grill, so I'm going to leave her that way. I got my good bumper on here too. It's a beast. I still got to get the wiring done, put the lights in it, but this thing's a monster. If somebody runs into that thing, they're not going to be running into anything else with that same car. Unless it's one of those, in which case, I don't know. What happens when an unstoppable force hits an immovable object or something? Oh well. Anyways, I'm going to fart around up here a little bit and go to bed, because I'm tired. Been awake for 2 days straight, keeping this place running, so I can hopefully have some time off over the Thanksgiving holiday to work on more shit boxes. Hooray. Alright, see you later.